Isabella. Chapter 29. The Eclipse of Malice. From my vantage point, the chamber, once a sacred site for the Spectre's covenant, had transformed into a battleground. The air was electrified, charged with the promise of the imminent clash. I stood my ground, a testament to the centuries of vampire lore and the wisdom Elias had bestowed upon me. Opposite me was the Shade Reaper, his face a contorted mask of vengeance and chaos, a living embodiment of the dark arts he had succumbed to. Our final confrontation was a whirlwind of shadows and sorcery. The rogue magician, with his mastery over the dark arts, conjured eldritch energies that warped the air itself. I, poised as the eternal huntress, drew upon my vampire heritage and the skills honed under Elias's guidance. My tactics were a fusion of ancient vampire discipline and the shrewdness Elias had nurtured in me. This battle was more than a mere exchange of physical blows. It was a duel of intellect and power. Each of our strikes was imbued with magic, each defense a display of our extraordinary abilities. The chamber resonated with our clashing wills, its walls silent witnesses to our ferocious engagement. I danced through the Shade Reaper's assaults with the elegance of a prima ballerina, each movement a carefully calculated response to his dark incantations. I invoked spells of binding and banishment, my voice weaving a melody that unraveled his conjurations. Throughout, Elias's memory was my beacon, his voice a constant whisper in my ear, guiding, warning, and empowering me. Despite his formidable power, the Shade Reaper found in me an adversary, unlike any other. I was the avenger of the night, a manifestation of every life he had stolen, the embodiment of every fear he had instilled. Our fight transcended a mere struggle for survival. It was a declaration that the night would no longer tolerate such a creature of malice. As our duel reached its crescendo, the power we unleashed threatened to rupture the supernatural realm itself. Channeling the collective strength and resolve of those who stood with me in spirit, I met the Shade Reaper's final assault with a force that was both timeless and overwhelming. The chamber trembled under the magnitude of our conflict, the air scorching with the intensity of our magic. Ultimately, it was my unwavering will that shattered the darkness. With a definitive act, I broke the Shade Reaper's grasp on the supernatural world, his body and spirit succumbing to the sheer power I wielded. In the aftermath, the Covenant's chamber stood as a testament to the battle it had contained. The Shade Reaper was vanquished. His reign of terror ended by the very shadows he had once commanded. Standing there, my heart felt both a weight of sorrow and a lightness of relief, gazing upon my fallen foe and knowing the night was safe once more. The Battle of Shadows had been reignited and won. And though Elias was absent in body, his spirit had been an unwavering ally by my side. My victory was not solely mine, but for all those touched by the Shade Reaper's darkness, and in honor of the man who had taught me the true essence of strength.